Let's give a quick shout out to Christina Applegate.
Yeah, bottles on me, long as someone drink it. Never drop the ball, fuck it, y'all thinking. Making sure the young money ship is never sinking. About to set it off in this bitch, Jada Pinkett. I shouldn't have drove, tell me how I'm getting home. You too fine to be laying down in bed alone. I can teach you how to speak my language, Rosetta Stone. I swear this life is like the sweetest thing I've ever known. About to go Thriller, Mike Jackson on them stickers. All I need is a fucking red jacket with some zippers. Super good Smith-O, a package of the swishers. Did it overnight, it couldn't happen any quicker. Y'all know them, well fucking me either. Point the biggest skeptic, gotta make them a believer. It wouldn't be the first time I done it, throwing hundreds where I should be throwing ones. Bitch, I run it. Yeah, I swear I got this shit that make these bitches go insane. So they tell me that they love me, I know better than it's just game. It's just what comes with the fame, and I'm ready for that, I'm just saying. But I really can't complain, everything is kosher. 2 thumbs up, Eva and Roper. I really can't see the end getting any closer, but I'll probably still be the man when everything is over. So I'm riding through the city with my high beams on. Can you see me? Can you see me? Get your eyes in on. Y'all just do not fit the picture, turn your eyes screen on. If you think it, I'ma quit before I die.
Well, you guys know I'll never leave you guys. I know I'm alive. I'm not doing streams that often. I got some shit on my plate.
It's about time you admit it. Who you kidding, man? Nobody's ever done it like I did it. Your money. This what I'ma do till it's over, 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 but it's far from over.
You gotta eat the lettuce, right? Just straight up eat the lettuce.
It's true, Dr. Doback. You've been very cold and unsupportive of our dreams.
You wrecked my fucking boat, you goon!
Wreck league, I ain't paying a ball. Y'all be string like a broke guitar, and he still put it down like a family dog. Yeah, I murder some, murder one, explain it all. Ferguson, we ain't gotta sing the same old love song. Cut a white girl with the same black gloves on. Yeah, what you saying to it? Old money looking, old money don't do it. Make her turn around and they laying like a UN. I'm only looking back if I'm looking at a booty. What's the rationale? They would smoke niggas when they black them out, so we acted out. Blue dream by the bouquet till I'm face on Tuesday. Can I have some? Hashtag be like, put a plus 18 on the E-right. I said what I felt, no rewrite. Nah, they can't hold me. Choose line, drop something. I double dare you, I mark something. Some scorch windows, I burn artists. Gut niggas, so Kurt Bonner. I got a crush on. I gotta wait in line for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got a rhyme with that. 2 true like 2 chains. Blue blood like you both gangs.
And then you sit down and you write Dale and Brennan a check for $10,000. Or I'm gonna shove one of those fake hearing devices so far up your ass, you can hear the sound of your small intestine as it produces shit.
The weather is never better. It is too damn hot, getting fed up. Well, I understand you need everything you wanna be.
Dude, I am not fucking made of money. Salvo took $200 from me.
I cannot do this shit. Hold up, oh, why you think you win this, bitch? You wait, bitch, you stank, bitch, you bought a fucking rank, bitch. Standing acting dumb like you don't know what you have done. Bitch, it's hard to feel the heat when I'm taking out your teeth. No remorse, Freddie B. Now I'm killing in the streets. I miss the cold, I'm never home. I'm gonna go so no, now you know. Yeah, bitch, I know you can't relate. Freddy stacking bread, I got a lot up on my plate. I won't stop popping off. Freddy gonna kill it off. What you mean? I'm alive when I'm riding up the block. Weather, it's never better.
Has he paid me, Black Rose? Has he?
Well, I understand you need everything you wanna be, but this motherfucking heat is getting
answer is correct, bro. 100% correct.
But this motherfucking heat is getting me. Dance so silly, the ladies don't feel me. The fellas in the back, and they twisting up for silly. Dance so silly, the ladies don't feel me. The fellas in the back, and they
I am actually incredibly cheap.
dance so silly, the ladies don't feel me. The fellas in the back, and they twisting up for silly. Dance so silly, the ladies don't feel me. The fellas in the back, and they twisting up for silly.
Alright, hope you know I'm trying to see you talk. Alright, 6 figures for the whip. No chance, you catch me down bad. D90, aim straight for your head. Calling on my bitch, and she know she at the top of the list. And she put up with her friends, so I tell her throw it back, and then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck.
He's slickering me. Salvo is slickering me.
Back, drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck, and her ass real fat, yeah. She keep on saying that she never had a nigga like this. Says shake it up, say the realest nigga in the mix. Why they always acting like a nigga ain't shit? Talk slick, then we empty out the clip. 6 figures for the whip, bitch. You ain't gonna tell me shit.
I know, Dark. We covered it on the Keemstar show.
Tell the god pussy, this ain't no motherfucking facade. My niggas comfy at the top, we ain't never took a loss. Demon girls, land chain fangs, got an OnlyFans, fucking on a succubus. I feel like I'm devil man, bloody when I'm up in there, harness with a pentagram. How you get a black hole independent? It was in the plan. She's fucked, yeah, same, that's my bitch. Corpse got it tatted on my skin. Autopilot with black matic with the tank. Got a sucking on my dick while we bump trips. Till you throw it back, and then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck, and her ass real fat. Tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck, and her ass real fat, yeah.
Oh, I miss so much. I miss so much with my group here. So goddamn much. So much. And now one of my friends are calling me when I'm going live. He knows I'm going live right now. What the fuck? I love you. I love you, you beautiful bastard. But I can't answer the phone right now. So, let's get all this started. I will answer questions, but I want to go through a couple of things that I have missed. Let's get it started here. Hello, welcome. Finally, we're back. We're back and up and running. It's only been a couple of fucking days. Got cucked by Augie going over the calls. Got cucked again by Salvo coming up to Buffalo. And then I got a random phone call at 1 in the afternoon. Hung over to be a temp producer for the Keemstar show. It's been a bit of a wild fucking weekend. We'll get into all of that. I know you have burning questions about the kiss. I know you all have some questions for that shit. But we'll talk about that towards the end. There's a lot of shit that has jumped out of the woodwork that I've missed out on. And it's bullshit. But hey, you take a new job. You take a guy out on the town. And you're stuck doing this. It's totally fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. All I am is I want to do this. I love this show. It's my favorite shit to do. Working for Keem is amazing. It's really fucking cool. And going out with Salvo was a lot of fun. But I missed you guys. I missed you guys. That's the most important thing here. So, I want to start off with some lighthearted shit first, obviously. Because Twitch is burning down and everyone's talking about, oh, the fucking world's on... the world's falling apart. And then apparently... me and Salvo kissed, and then Flamenco molded somewhere. He molded on post because the bitch can't show his face on Twitter. Flamenco, do you have a problem with two men kissing? What are you, a homophobe? Fucking weirdo. Anyways, I want to show you guys a clip that if you didn't watch Xylie's membership show, first off, the fuck are you doing? Not a member on Xylie's show. Second, me, Keem, and Salvo, after doing the recording for the first time, went to the bar. Drinking with Keemstar is very interesting. Very, very interesting. This is a little crazy. I don't miss you, tipster. Don't ever fucking send that shit to me again. Gara and Tony sent me way more, and I need bleach in my fucking eyes. But we'll get into that. We'll eventually get into that. You fucking sicko. You disgusting motherfucker. Anyways, let's start off with a good wholesome clip of the boys of the Keemstar show going out and having a few drinks.
Yo, so I started coming to this to your show, and this Floptina kept running her fucking mouth.
You were coming to Floptina?
No, I started coming to her show.
No, like an actual bar. We went to an actual bar.
Right. You were coming?
What are we, 5?
Yes.
Coming in right now?
5 right now? I started showing up to Xylie's show, and Floptina was just talking shit.
I know. I love you,
Fuck
Tipster.
that dumb bitch.
You're a good man.
Damn!
Poor Floptina, she doesn't deserve it. Bro.
You don't have.
Floptina doesn't have a loving dad. I mean, there's daddy issues clearly.
So
Like,
Keemstar, just for context, Floptina said, "Hey, could you unblock me on Twitter?" Because she was like saying some shit, and Keemstar blocked her. So she was pleading her case to him. It did not work out well.
constantly trying to get my attention.
Did not work out well.
I don't know what it is.
Tipster refused to be mods. He refused to be mod. He wants to flex the check mark.
But all I
Oh
know
my
is that
God,
it wants
Keemstar.
my attention.
Listen, Keemstar, I'm gonna be honest, dude. Unblock Floptina. She's funny. I know. You're just like, oh, well, no, she said some shit. Come on, man. We all know at Christmas you're gonna do the whole unblocking thing. Just do it early with Floptina. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking from you, brother.
Say something, Floptina.
Floptina is a dude.
Cuss him out. Cuss him out.
I was laughing. That was, when you're right, you're right.
I am right. You have the most happy
So basically,
fun,
Keemstar just kind of like talked mad shit to Floptina. Me and Salvo beat the shit out of each other. It was a great night. Great night meeting Keem. Incredibly stressful. I never blocked Minxie, actually. It was more like 2 minutes, and then everyone freaked the fuck out. And they were like, did you actually block Minxie? Are you guys fighting? I'm like, no. Everyone's cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. So basically, the big thing, we went out last night, had a great time, did some shots, met Brantley, Salvo, and Keem. Really cool fucking time. The problem is, while I was out doing these things, a certain somebody, a certain little Reddit mod looking motherfucker, Alebrelle, or on this channel, we call him Al because I always forget how to pronounce his name and I think I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways, this guy that live streams this.
I really need to fix this thing.
Whatever the fuck this is, like realistically, whatever this content is. So he does that and talks shit and blah 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 blah. Like typical Twitch streamer bullshit. This individual, copyright striked. If you don't remember from the last VOD, we talked about him. He copyright striked a handful of friends of mine. A handful of friends. He struck my thumbnail producer, by the way, Nerdy John, and a good friend of the channel. Nerdy John was hit with a copyright strike. By doing a reaction to the video that Hypercat put out. Now, Hypercat's currently putting a counter notification in to Al. And Al is going to do what every other fucking asshole does. It's not really going to go well in his fucking favor. Why do I follow Keffels? I got blocked by Keffels. I don't get followed. Anyways, Nerdy John was hit with a copyright strike doing a commentary version, like doing what I'm doing, basically. Reacting to the video, going over it, and how fucking stupid Al is, and all that shit, right? So Alebrelle decides to copyright strike Nerdy John. He did Nerdy dirty. That's a fucking terrible fucking... That's a terrible rhyme. But basically, Nerdy John was hit as a copyright strike by the weirdest looking motherfucker that you've ever seen. Again, this is the content the man makes. What is this man? He's literally talking about a fan. I don't understand what the fuck's going on here. Thank you for the membership to the Loser Gamers. Genuinely appreciate it. Clara, you know I would never block the Salvo News team. Never block the Salvo News team. Would never do that. Anyways, Nerdy John was copyright striked. Now, the best part of all of this is that upon finding this out last night and then into today, I put a tweet out. I put a tweet out. Holy shit. Thank you for the 2-month membership, small PP. But let me preface what I'm about to say here. Al removed the strikes and quit hiding behind Twitter blocks. Now, the context of this is that he blocked Nerdy John, Hypercat, Tipster, and then after this tweet, he blocked me like a bitch. That is what he's doing right now. He's a little fucking bitch. Little bitch is what he is. Oh, wow. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Raid from Minxie. When are you getting the maid costume? Fucking never. Never, 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 never. It will not fucking happen. Anyways, my response, your logic is flawed in the understanding of the copyright system and what fair use is. You are not on the right. Own up. So the little bitch blocked me on Twitter. He blocked me on Twitter. Are you out of your fucking mind? Why are you blocking me? I'm literally saying you're wrong. You're obviously wrong. You've been wrong this entire fucking time. So, somebody in this chat who's actually a great member of this team. My team is some of the best. Salvos, they get shit on everybody. But these dudes, I love my team. They're fucking amazing people. Thank you to Tony for collecting the information I'm about to provide to you today. And someone just followed me on Twitch. I have to turn those off. Anyways, I have something to show you guys. You're gonna fucking love it. I swear. You guys are gonna be very surprised by what I'm about to show you. How do I explain this in the best way imaginable? How do I explain this? How do I explain this to the chat, what I'm about to show you guys? Let me just pull up the Discord DMs from Al's Discord. Let's pull this up real quick. Oh, nothing to show here. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck? The hell? Bruh. Of course something happens right now. There we go. I'm gonna show you guys a little something. If you can't see it, I'll zoom in for you. Nothing. Fuck! This is retard. All right. Here we go. Thank you for the $20 super chat. You'll kill Salvo, but no maid. Exactly. So, I have something to show you from the Al Discord. Here, Alebrelle in his Discord. Here is a Victorian porn story for you. The Discord. I'd honestly call it kind of PG-13. I'm reading it. Am hoping to turn this into a regular thing that will be released on Patreon, along with another thing or two that are extras for folks that want to support. I don't feel right putting one up without giving a bit extra for it. You know, but enjoy this free sample. Feedback is welcome. Hey, chat. Let me ask this to you. Hypothetically, let's say I have the recording. Let's get some ones in the chat if you want to hear Alebrelle read off Victorian era pornography. I want to see the ones in the chat for that. Already want to die? Oh, that's on you for wanting to die. I got a 1 in the chat. Let's go. 69. Fuck you. Play the recording. I already said put ones in chat. 2. No. Nobody wants to listen. Too bad you're listening to it. Fuck you guys. All right. So, Tony, with his gigagenius brain, has the recording of Alebrelle reading Victorian pornography. And he apparently is planning on to put this on Patreon. So, Let's take a listen, shall we?
Subumbra, or Sport Among the She-Noodles. The merry month of May has always been famous for its propitious influence over the voluptuous senses of the fairer sex. I will tell you 2 or 3 little incidents which occurred to me in May 1878, when I went to visit my cousins in Sussex, or as I familiarly call them, the She-Noodles.
The She-Noodles. Calls them the She-Noodles. The She-Noodles, bro! The She-Noodles. This is I fucking hate this. Let's keep going.
They afforded me
Al, you could have avoided all of this. Instead, you had the copyright strike people that were covering your bullshit. Now, I have to dig up and find some crazy shit because realistically, my arguments to you in the last video I did on you were sound. They were sound, and it proved that you were in the wrong. In the fucking wrong. But now, there's more information coming at you by the day, dude. I've been seeing some pictures on Twitter of you. Repsion's tweeted it out. Repsion, if you're in the chat, you made my eyes fucking bleed. And then Tipster sending me that fucking photo. You make me sick.
Various times. My uncle's is a nice country residence, standing in large grounds of its own, and surrounded by small fields of arable and pasture land, interspersed by numerous interesting copses, though which run footpaths and shady walks, where you're not likely to meet anyone in a month. I shall not trouble my readers with the name of the locality, or they may go pleasure hunting for themselves. Well, to go on.
No, Gara, I don't want to see more. I don't want to see more, dude. I don't want to. $2 super chat. Nathan, I think these are stolen and being monetized. In what way? In what way? Like the actual stories themselves?
These cousins consisted of Annie, Sophie, and Polly, besides their brother Frank.
Dude has a very small memory. I can't show that photo. I can't show that photo. I can't. No. Nobody wants to see more. Nobody wants to see more.
Who at night?
Nobody wants to see that photo. Nobody in their right fucking mind should see that photo.
17 was the eldest, the girls being respectively 18, 16, and 15. After dinner, the first day of my arrival, Paterfamilias and Mama both indulged in a snooze in their armchair, whilst us boys read.
Let's skip ahead a little.
When we were little boy and girl together. Now, you shall confess.
Thank you for the 1999 super chat, Jay. Maid outfit, never.
All before I let you go. But I've nothing to confess, sir. Do you never think of love, Annie? Look me in the face if you can say it's a stranger to your bosom.
Say it to my face if it's a stranger to your bosom. These are Twitch streamers, everybody. These guys, bro. These guys. This is interesting. Tipster just said something in the chat, actually. Reading someone else's written work without a license, then monetizing it, Al, isn't fair use. Huh. Al, you're fucked. Remove the strikes on Nerdy and Hypercat. Do it. So, you guys get the picture. You guys get the picture that Al is into some very interesting cosplay of the Victorian era pornography. What about dressing up as Salvo? $2 super chat. Thank you. Panic pun. I don't know. Salvo's got way more better dress sense than me, I'll be honest. But you guys get the picture on the porn. You get the picture. You get the picture. Now, I'm going to show you something else. Another message from the Reddit. Motherfucker. All right. Here we go. Another message from the Reddit. I know you guys can't read it, so I will read it out to all of you. This is in response to Hypercat's video and him molding about the situation. So, some no-follower YouTube channel made a documentary about me, which is nothing but a regurgitation of the bullshit Destiny has made up. Al, did you or did you not state that he should have gotten an abortion for his kid? Did you, not in the recording, say if he touches her, that's not good? Did you or did you not sabotage the Raj Royale for yourself because you couldn't handle dissenting opinions? This is not Destiny. None of it has been Destiny, Al. It's all been you. It's all been you, Al. All of it. Every single fucking thing that has been happening to you is you, Al. And he has the fucking audacity to reach out to me and ask for a statement about mental health. On a fucking hit piece about me. Who said anything about a hit piece? Are you going to say every Sunny V2 video is a hit piece? Or are you going to say that? Because basically, what Hypercat has done is taken inspiration, because Al, you obviously didn't watch the live stream, has taken inspiration from Turkey Tom and Sunny V2. Those two people make documentarian-style videos based on creators that are no longer on the platform, sometimes current dramas, depending, actually more Tom than Sunny. Sunny kind of does like post-mortem shit. But you're post-mortem. You're irrelevant, Al. You've alienated yourself from the entire Twitch community. So, it's not really a hit piece when all of the information and your OkCupid situation that you were doing, all the weird photos you were sending to people in Twitter threads, you know, those are all accurate. Those are all accurate, motherfucker. The fucking gall is how he ends it. That means you're getting famous. Not really in the way that he wants to get famous. I actually don't know the situation that you're referring to, and I'm sorry if that was insensitive. It's just another one of Destiny's sycophants. The first video was a documentary on Destiny, so that immediately shows that he had an actual bias towards you making that video when he decided, I don't want to keep doing Destiny stuff. Yes, Destiny's involved in this drama, but I find it fairly interesting and I want to cover you, Al. That's all he did. That's all he did. Anyways, I'm sorry. That sounds stressful. Destiny seems like a mean person from what I've seen, but I don't know much about him. I'm going to give you guys a hot fucking take here. A hot take. Destiny, some people might fucking hate me for saying this, motherfucker's kind of based. He has fairly decent opinions when shit is happening. Shit has gone not his way sometimes in regards to breaking stories on certain things or being a leaker. He's even admitted that on himself. He's growing, he's learning, and he's having difficult conversations with people that no one else will. And if you don't like that, too bad. That's my opinion on the guy. I don't understand why everyone keeps calling him a piece of shit. What the fuck else? Who gives a shit? It's not like he's a malicious human being that is actively going and trying to take people down. I don't see that in him. Now, with Al's case, though, Al has like a genuine fucking issue with Destiny. Let's continue going on. I don't know. I don't know about stressful, but it isn't awesome. Hard to put it into words. I just want criticism to be rooted in reality. Hey, Al, did you not say those things that were clipped, and did you not tweet those things? Did you not? Did you not tweet those things, Al? Are you gonna take the QTV method of saying, well, all my tweets have been hacked, and I didn't actually do any of that shit? Yeah, okay, fuck you. Yeah, sure, fine. Yeah, that makes fucking sense. So you're saying, in a sense, that it's not rooted in reality. The things that you said, the tweets, the photos, none of it. All of it's just completely fabricated and not based in reality at all. No? Or yes, are you going to take that route? I'm very curious to see how you're going to get out of that box there, Al. Outside of your little comfort zone on the Discord. And now that you're blocking people on Twitter that have dissenting opinions about you, you're isolating yourself. You're not having a conversation. Somebody who was known to have pretty difficult conversations with people on live streams can't handle when criticism's against them. Kind of pathetic. Let's keep going. I am not perfect and fine with that. It's good that you realize that you're not perfect, Al. So then remove the strikes. They did nothing wrong. Remove the fucking strikes. It's when the shit is made up imaginary nonsense, it bothers me. Yeah, okay, Al. So basically, Al has blocked me, Tipster, Nerdy John, everybody. That's the situation that we're facing here. Every single fucking person that's had a dissenting opinion about Al has been removed from the conversation because Al can't handle criticism. Because he's a lolcow. He's a big old lolcow. That is the situation that we're facing. That is the update on Alebrelle. So, we're going to move on to our next topic. Actually, you know what? I want to take a quick fiver. Do you guys have any questions about anything that happened this weekend? So I can have a bit of a breather before we get into our more beefier version of the topic. I'll do that now for you guys. I'll do that now. What do you got? Did he block Obama? I don't think Obama knows who the fuck this guy is. Obama? I fuck you guys. Obama. Obabi. Let's take a look here. What do we got? This is gonna be good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Did Al's parents drink when he was in his mother's stomach? No idea. Let's take a look here. Did you meet Salvo's wife? I did not meet Salvo's wife, but she is real. When are me and Salvo getting married? Never. He's already married. What am I making you for dinner? I don't know, something Italian probably. Did I get any maidens? No, I did not. How was the drag show? Thought you couldn't get a table. So funny enough, we couldn't get into the most popular drag show bar in Buffalo. So we went to another place that has a drag show every Sunday. It was a lot of fun. Salvo got tricked for a second to believe that one of the dancers was a woman. It was super funny to watch him just take it back for a second. Did your new boyfriend get you a job with Keem? Yes. Easy clap. Is there a second stream? Salvo joke there was. I have no idea, and if he did, whatever. Nothing really happened. I was just fucking borderline blackout drunk. Could you say he's taking an AI? No. I got pizza for that, chat. Nice. Good shit. Let's take a look here. What else you guys got? You got a couple more minutes before I move on to the next beefier topic that you guys have probably been beaten to death with about, but I didn't get to cover it yet. I didn't get to say anything about it yet, and it's bullshit. Did I enjoy my time there? Yeah, I enjoyed my time out with Salvo. Meeting Keemstar was really cool. I made the first joke. Salvo stole it like always. Clara, are you insinuating that Salvo steals jokes for you? Working with Keem, yikes. It's not that bad. Dude's pretty chill. I've never sensed that Bruce. Don't beat us. I won't beat you guys. Maybe verbally if you're acting out. I'll be like, hey, shut the fuck up. But no, that's not the case here. This is a good chat. This is a good community of people that we're building here. You know, everyone has very good opinions. Have I seen the memes of me in Mixie's Discord? Obviously. I've seen all the memes. I've seen every meme. I saw what Augie said. I saw all of that shit. I've literally seen all of it. We were literally laughing at it at the bar. Did Chef try to kill Salvo? No, Chef stayed in my room the whole night. Something huge happened. You and Tister streams there the last time watching on the Twitch stuff. Yeah, no, I'm over it. This is the last thing I'm covering unless another fucking major bombshell happens. I'm just doing a recap. Let's take a look here. Snooze fest? In what sense? Anyways, let's continue on. It's tiring, but it's something that I wanted to cover for a while. Augie cucked me and a couple of other people cucked me, so we're going over it. I apologize if that's annoying. So, we're going over the first call. Now, the first call itself is involving the Asmongold, XQC, Mizkif, Mitch Jones, and Barry. These individuals were all on a call together discussing the situation involving Crazyslick after Trainwrecks dropped the bomb of the SA cover-up that was going on. Maya responds later on. We're going to go over not all of the call, but the most important points of it. Kind of like give our takes on it, look at it a little bit more in depth, listen to Destiny's points on these things. Then we're going to go over the Mitch Jones response, and I'm going to show you guys some funny outtakes of that because he fucked up 4 different times just to go live. Like, I don't understand. The man is a professional Twitch streamer and doesn't remember how to fucking go live. Like, it's such dog shit that you don't know how to fucking go live. We'll go over the TwitLonger, the Ice Poseidon leak, and we'll end off on that. So, let's keep going here. So, again, this is the call involving Destiny, who leaked the call per allegedly Trainwrecks, Mizkif, XQC, Asmongold, Barry, and Mitch Jones are all on this call trying to figure out what the fuck is literally going on.
Set of people trying to paint a particular picture, and on the other side of the call, you've got another group of people trying to paint another picture. Just remember that when somebody characterizes somebody else's actions, okay? Just be aware of that.
To be honest, that's a pretty good take on that because at the time, not a lot of information was out there outside of the call and what Trainwrecks dropped. So you got to look at things more objectively, and that's what we're going to do here. We're going to look at things more objectively based on some form of like initial knee-jerk reaction. Now that I have time, I've had time to process this a little bit more.
Okay, I'm on my way.
It's so, like, it's crazy. Like, hearing your voice, it sounds like the normal, peaceful, you know, good times we used to have.
We're only going over part 1. That's the most juicy one.
You know, but then like watching you on stream.
Yeah, Train, same for you, dude.
Bro, watching on
the second I join this call, it's like I fall relief and I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
It's literally that simple.
Well, then why do you sit there and do that shit with
Train,
Poki and Hassan? You do.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep a buck. I'm gonna keep a buck with Miz here. Miz, you did associate with Poki and Hassan at the time, talking shit on Train during the gambling shit. And then you tweeted out, Twitch stop gambling, instead of actually tweeting at the individual that was committing these crimes and scamming his fans. That is the issue that we're facing here, Miz, is that you did jump on the bandwagon of shitting on people that did gambling on Twitch. Sure, you may have an issue with gambling in general on Twitch, but who gives a fuck? It's gambling. Why does this have to turn into a fucking tactical nuclear strike when you respond to fucking Trainwrecks, which is ridiculous?
Huh? Please, send me a clip of me shitting on you relentlessly with
Bro,
you. I don't, man.
Have you ever had an argument with your girlfriend, right? And then you say, yo, last week you yelled at me for not cleaning my desk up, and then she goes, oh, give me a date and time. I don't have your fucking clip prepared. I don't have a fucking hoard or file of clips.
Which most people fucking don't. Most people just don't have clips pulled up in regards to like an off-the-cuff conversation in a call. Nobody just fucking has that. Nobody has that. Not a single fucking person has that. The only thing that people have, realistically, in a conversation is what's presented to them. And they're doing it off the cuff. So Mizkif being like, well, dude, show me all this shit. Show me all this shit. It just shows a defensive angle that Miz is doing. Instead of just saying, dude, that's not the point. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the Crazyslick thing. Like, for fuck's sake.
Ready to give you. Well, what do you mean? I get my chat for the last 2 years. of
Bro, you can't listen to your chat, man.
Bro, I know that. So then I get clips from my mods, and I don't save the clips. I watch them muted on stream because I don't want to cause drama. And then you say some just backhanded shit, or you fucking watch a video that calls me a puppet.
Let's say I do, which I don't. But if I did, don't.
Thing is, Miz, is that you kind of did do that. Handful backhanded moments, but like you didn't dedicate a whole stream to talking shit about Train. But you were a part of the Pokey Hassan bullshit against gambling on Twitch. So you can't really downplay that aspect.
Do you say same shit too all the time? I hear you all the time.
Only when you come at me. Only when you come at me.
So now now it seems like we have to find out who said shit first. So it's because it sounds like you and I just let's just say it was me.
Miz.
Sure.
No, Miz.
There are way too many people entangled in this. Way too many fucking people. On top of that, there's a clip with Pokey fucking like downplaying it apparently from one of the calls in here where somebody said that she was like, oh, this is old news, it's not worth the time to care about, sort of thing. Like, there's too many big names involved in this situation. That's why it's such an issue. Twitch is on its final legs right now. It really is. And what I mean by that is the example that they're facing at the moment with their creators, right? So their creators are going through a 50-50 split, not a 70-30. So that's something that they decided to do, which is going to hinder a lot of the larger creators and force a lot of them to fucking leave. That is another thing on top of this that is going to be a major issue moving forward. That's the problem that Twitch is going to be facing. Their community of royalty, which is Miz, the OTK members, you got Pokey, Hassan, all these people, mostly Pokey and Hassan, that are kind of like pushing people out, in my opinion. I know Pokey gets a lot of undeserved hate, but the thing is that when she's embroiled in drama or is a part of it, she does the fucking worst to cover it and then does the worst at addressing it. She cannot fucking address drama to save her life. If you want context to why I'm saying that, look at the entire Bo Black situation. She can't handle drama. She can't handle criticism. It's impossible for her. So, Twitch is basically on fire right now. Their main people are arguing with each other, exposing each other for horrid bullshit. On top of that, they're removing the 70-30 split and going 50-50 only and saying fuck you to everybody that has helped grow their platform. You can't grow on Twitch. So what the fuck is the actual point of going to Twitch if this is the kind of bullshit you're gonna deal with if you even get traction on Twitch? What is the point of being on that website? You're not only hindered, you can't say a lot of shit without breaking TOS and being nervous the whole fucking time. That's why I moved over to YouTube. I was like, fuck Twitch. Like, why continue to go there if I can't speak my truth and say things and bring people up on stream that are banned or some shit? It's fucking stupid. So this entire situation has, in my eyes, completely destroyed Twitch's public image of their creators and of their platform in a handful of fucking days. 2 days! 2 fucking days it took Twitch to destroy itself.
Let me ask you this. Okay? You know this thing I'm about to say is a fact, because you've said it to me. Who is the easiest person on Twitch to gain clout from for hating him? Who?
Right now it's XQC, but it was you for 5 years.
Do you hear that? They're like, oh, who's the easiest to gain clout from for hating? Why is that even a conversation in the first place? I don't understand that aspect. Like an example is like how I do things, like Tipster, Augie, and the rest of us. Like, we don't give a fuck. I can't speak on behalf of most of the guys, but I know for me, in my heart, I don't give a fuck if it's a big guy, a small guy. I don't give a fuck if he's on the same level as me. I don't look at it as like gaining clout off of that situation. It's covering it if it's a really fucked up situation. That's what I like to do. And I don't understand these conversations people have, like these guys, where it's like, what's the easiest way to gain clout by talking shit on someone? Why is that even a conversation in the first place? I don't understand why they open up with this.
No,
it's not me.
No, it is. It is
Nah,
100. No, it isn't even X. It is fucking.
No.
It. 1 second, Mitch. It is
What up, bro?
me. Do you understand? Pokey, Hassan, all of them. They came at me for Gordon Ramsay. They came at me for YouTube
Did I
videos.
though? Train, did I? Nope.
You didn't until the gambling stuff. Do you
The
understand?
gambling stuff, Train, every time I'd mention the gambling stuff with you, first of all, I don't make my chat hate you. My chat doesn't hate you in the slightest. Second of all, whenever you're talked about with gambling, I always say that Train was a gambler before Twitch. You were. Like, regardless how you feel about it, you were 100% a degen gambler. I remember you gambling CS.
Who gives a fuck about that aspect? If he's a gambler, he's a gambler. Like, I don't understand why Train was getting shit for that. Was he actively going out and scamming his fucking fans and lying to people for money? No. Then why the fuck is there a problem?
CSGO skins on the plane. You know, it was like you were a gambler. This is not.
This is the problem, is that all these people got famous when they were fucking high school. They didn't go to college, from what I understand, from most of them. They don't fucking, they don't know shit. They don't know how to act like human fucking beings. They only know how to act like a bunch of clout fucking goblins. That's the problem. Half of these motherfuckers don't know how to actually have a conversation with each other outside of like, what's the easiest way to gain clout off of somebody? Who the fuck cares? Focus on the conversation.
Some new information. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's talked about. A narrative is pushed, Miz, and you know it. You're like, you play dumb, but you're a smart guy. You know how Twitch works.
Dumb. I know I'm smart.
You know how Twitch works, bro. You know how it works, and you've been at me for 2 years with Miz and Hassan. Like, I don't know how you're seriously. I don't say anything about
Pokey?
you.
First of all, can we both agree that Pokey and Hassan are way rougher with you than I am? Also, did you watch the call I had yesterday in front of like 80K people?
Yeah, and Devin Nash messaged me and literally said, Mizkif.
I'm gonna be honest. I just saw what you wrote. TILR. I like how Amazon bought a platform that could the YouTube. Wait, what? I like how Amazon bought a platform that could the YouTube of live streaming, and instead of investing it, they just let YouTube improve their own live streaming. Yeah, true. They also fucked over fucking so many people with that transition.
And Pokey sat there destroying your character, assassinating your.
I want you to send me a clip of that because it's not true.
He said that I brought up. It's not about what he does. It's about the whole. He brought up the whole of a person, and that's when Pokey backpedaled and said, "Oh yeah,
Pokey went nuts on you." Yeah, I did not.
Confirmation that Pokimaine went nuts on Trainwrecks over the gambling situation because Pokey apparently can't handle that other people enjoy doing other things. Kind of shows where she's like, I wish the internet would be a nicer place. Motherfucker, this is the internet. It's always been this way. It ain't gonna fucking change anytime soon.
I literally was staying quiet that whole time.
And whose platform was it?
I don't know why y'all collab with them. Like they will. At the second that you look bad, they will turn on you.
Asmongold with the based fucking take. Asmongold based. I don't know why you would collab with them. The minute you look bad, they'll turn on you. Asmongold, my roommate was right. There's moments, bro. There's moments where you're based as fuck. You're based as fuck, bro.
No shit.
Whoa.
That's what Pokey does. Pokey's one of the most corrupt figures on Twitch. The only problem is that.
Holy shit.
Wait, real quick. Who's that other voice? Is that that's Asmongold, right? I think it is. Okay.
Twitch thinks she's not replaceable, so that's why they listen. There's two people that do it right. I think X knows this, right? Nick Mercs and Pokimaine. Those are the two people, the only two people Twitch does not want to lose. Do you understand? The only two people, Nick Mercs and Pokimaine. That's it. They believe.
I don't understand the situation why Trainwreck says this, where it's like, well, Nick Mercs and Pokimaine are the two people that Twitch is afraid of losing. Why? What are you really losing with Pokey? What are you really losing with Nick Mercs? What are you really losing there? Does Pokey bring in over 90K people like fucking X does? No? Then what the fuck are they worried about? They just want a perfect face for the website. A approachable, attractive individual that will literally do all this shit, right? Like, they will literally be the face of Twitch. What's up, Repzilla? How you doing? Wait, what? Why do I see turtles? So, I don't understand Twitch's position if that is true. That they are horrified to lose Pokey. Like, what are you losing? There's no... I'm just going to say it. I'm not even going to add no offense. Listen, there's 1,000 carbon copies of Pokey. That's it. That's... What the fuck are they going to lose?
They are not replaceable. Everyone that they don't re-sign with, they believe are replaceable.
Train. Let's forget about all this stuff. Let's focus on what you said. You said I orchestrated that. Train. I want you to listen to the scenario. I woke up. I remember the whole day. It was one of the scariest days of my lives.
I get what Mizkif's about to say here. I watched all this before you, just to make sure that everything was cohesive. I don't understand Mizkif here. I don't. Like, I understand what Destiny's going to say is that it could be either or. It could be that Mizkif was attempting to cover it up for the organization, and then there's the aspect that he was actually genuinely concerned about his friend. I don't like that. I would be concerned for my friend too, naturally. But if there is a story of SA going around about your friend, why are you making that about yourself? Immediately, like jumping on that was the scariest day of my life. Why wasn't it the scariest day of Crazyslick's life? It's so fucking much, dude. If you want me to DM you the whole fucking thing, I'll do it later. It's too much. But I don't understand Mizkif's position there. I get it. You want to take care of your friend, but there's an allegation of SA out there about your friend. And then you send people over to the house to figure out what's going on instead of just waiting for the victim's response. That is the problem that I have.
Best friend in the whole world, Slick.
By the way, Rep, great fucking video on Nader. I really want to talk to you and Repsion about that soon.
Is getting accused of... People are saying he's about to get canceled. I run in his room. Maya's crying. I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm hyperventilating. Mitch is there. We're all trying to figure out what the fuck we can do for my best friend, right? I care about Slick. I fucking do. I love the guy. And people were telling us, mainly Barry, that, yo, Adriana Lee's about to come out with some shit because Nova...
I'm gonna be honest. Barry came out with some shit with Ice Poseidon's clip that we'll find out later. Yeah, of course, Rep.
The night before said some shit, right? Nova was like Slick super creepy.
Shit, yeah.
Right. She went out and tried to say some stupid ass shit and accusations about Slick. I am freaking out, and I'm literally crying because I'm saying to myself, I'm going to lose my best friend. I'm going to lose my best friend in the entire world. Maya's upset. Mitch is sitting there. We're all freaking out. So then,
I get that you're concerned about your friend, dude. I get it. I'm considering a deep dive into this situation, but I have to know what the rabbit hole is. I'll explain it to you in DMs, man. I'll try and make it as fast as possible for you later.
What I did is... I tried to get answers. I tried to get, what is Adriana Lee thinking? What is going on here? What's happening to my best friend? I wanted to know.
Were you there that night, Mez?
The party? No.
Okay.
No. I had no idea the party even happened until... Yeah, I had no idea. And Barry calls us, finally, after Mitch's spam calling. Mitch, this is all accurate so far, right?
What, me spam calling Adri?
Bruh, Mitch is dumb as fuck. He annoys me throughout this entire fucking call. All the calls involving Mitch make me want to know what a loaded 45 tastes like. Because Mitch is all over the fucking place.
You calling Barry and stuff, and then Barry calling us.
Yeah, well, Barry was the only reason that we were able to get a hold of her because he was friends with... He was friends with, what the fuck is her name?
Asmongold, this adds up with everything I told you, correct?
Kyle and Anna.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
so far.
Yeah.
So Trainwreckstv was the one that actually informed Asmongold of the situation a little bit more in depth. So he probably had a private call with Asmon or the DMs with Asmon and caught Asmon up to speed. So that's probably why they're in this call now.
So this adds up to the same thing. Good.
Yeah.
Barry then, from there, he said to us, yo, Slick's done. And I'm like, he wouldn't really give us a good description. He's like, Slick's done. It's over. Adriana's fucking saying that this shit's bad. It's done. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck does that mean? And Barry kind of hung up, and Adriana we didn't get a hold of them pretty much ever until I think Mitch, what happened then? How did you get to Adriana's place?
Very.
So I think if you're listening from home, I think the big things that everybody's looking for in this call right now is to find out how much information did Mizkif have about everything that happened beforehand, and did he like send people over to Adri's house to try to get the story changed in order to save Slick? That's like the stuff that like everybody is kind of looking for right now on this call.
Hey, Barry took us. No, right? It was you, right, Barry?
I picked you guys up and took you there.
Yeah.
Devil Jinx with the $5 super chat. Twitch stock dropping like Greece's GDP. I swear the joke never goes old. Also, hi, Narc. Hello. Welcome.
Yeah, so Barry took us there, and then, or not me. I didn't go because you know why I didn't go? I knew that if I went Train, it would have looked immediately like a power play. Because it would have. If I went there and I was sitting there.
Which it would have looked like a power play. Mizkif did the right thing from an optics perspective, if you're looking at it as a fucking business owner and somebody that only relegates things to clout. Sure, Mizkif did the right thing by not showing up to Adriana's house and pulling what he would determine a power play. Ironic for what he's about to say and how he got someone over there, though.
You know, 30K Andy against these people, it's going to look like a power play, and it's going to look bad. The reason why I sent Maya is because Maya is...
Even Destiny's like, that doesn't sound fucking good.
Much more liked. People respect her, and I feel like Maya can talk to these girls because I want to know what the fuck went on with my best friend. I care. I really care.
Miz.
And I was willing to lose
Pause.
like that
Just
day.
pause real quick. No, pause real quick. I need you to hear what you just said. Do you understand? Sending Maya because she's liked, trusted, and a girl, you don't understand how much worse that is? Do you know what you're saying, though?
You hear that aspect. Train picks up on that pretty quickly. I don't like the back and forth between Train and Mizkif because they just go in fucking circles most of the time. And Destiny kind of like picks up on... when I was watching on the live stream, he picked it up and I did too, where it was like, Miz and Trainwrecks need to shut the fuck up. They need to shut the fuck up. They need to understand Barry, and they need to understand Mitch's perspective of the situation. So, like, realistically, Miz and Trainwrecks should have shut the fuck up through this, same as XQC. And Asmongold should have basically been the middleman between Barry and Mitch and been like, what the fuck is going on here? But... To backtrack to a certain point I was making before. So Mizkif goes, if I went, it would look like a power play. But I sent Maya because she's liked, she's a girl, and all that other shit, right? Still not good, Miz. You sent somebody with a large amount of followers, same as you. You sent somebody that has high viewer concurrentship, just like you. You also said somebody who is in the circle of the situation involving Slick and somebody who has a clear bias towards Slick. That's the difference here. Now, again, we're going to go over Maya's response to all these things, and she should have been on this call. She should have been on the call with them because Barry's going to insinuate some shit. He's going to insinuate some shit.
Right. No, Train. If I sent myself as a 30,000 viewer streamer, that is...
I'm gonna be honest. T Monster 91. Yeah, Asmongold was the only fucking adult in this call. Everyone else was just losing their fucking minds.
Hey, I think that shows.
You're sending.
Okay, I'm trying real quick. I'm trying to give you two potential interpretations. Because the one that Train is selling you now, when I say sell, I don't mean that he's faking it. But the story, the feeling that Train has is Miz is literally sending Maya over there to fucking get Adriana to get her shit straight so that his friend doesn't get canceled. But on Mitch's end, the story that he's representing is, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck happened. And if I go over there to ask...
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, right, Nuclear Winter?
Questions, it's going to look really bad. And she might lie just because I'm a big...
Thank you, Horror. Well, welcome to the stream to say hi.
Streamer. That's like the two different stories being pushed. It sounds right now like, oh, Mizkif just admitted 100% he's manipulating the whole thing. But it could also be that could be the case, but it could also be that Mizkif is like, I just can't go over even to find out what happened to Slick, because if I do go over there, like, it's going to look really bad, even if something didn't happen, you know?
Which is fair. Like, Destiny's right. I gave the same credence to Miz that he didn't show up, because that would be way, way fucking worse. But it's still pretty bad that Maya even was told to go there in the first place.
Miz, not Mitch, sorry. Yeah. So these are like the two competing narratives that we have right now, and then I guess we'll see how the call turns out to see which side is supported more.
Mitch and your girlfriend, it's an extension of yourself, and it's even worse because now it's under the guise of trust.
Well, so here's what happened. Mitch got there. Mitch was basically there, and he, from what I've heard, he just played with the dog, is what I was told.
Mitch, it was basically...
I fucking hate Mitch. This entire fucking video, this entire situation, Mitch annoys the fuck out of me.
Basically, if you want to know, like, the real thing, I, like, witnessed it all, and,
How did you witness it all when you're playing with the dogs outside, you dumb bastard?
There's like
Who the fuck is this talking right now? I'm sorry, that sounded so dismissive. I mean, like, who is this talking? I don't know the voice.
Even Destiny's annoyed by Mitch's fucking voice.
Oh, that's Barry? Okay, I don't
that's
know.
Barry. That's Barry. See, I already fucked up too. That's Barry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's Barry talking. So from what we know so far, Barry, Mitch, and Maya were the three that went over to the house after the incident took place between Adriana, and fucking
Mitch is a snake, bro. I'll admit it. Mitch is a snake.
Slick, not Slicker. These are the three that went over to talk to them. Jesus, so many. This is like the Avengers Civil War. 400 characters involved.
Avengers Civil
War. 3 witnesses that what Slick did was true. And basically what happened when I brought Maya and Mitch there, Mitch was just acting like stupid Mitch the
His
whole
dumbass,
time.
yeah.
I love how everyone starts shitting on Mitch immediately. This is going to be important for later on, boys and girls, how fucking dumb Mitch is.
Well, he wasn't like... It was basically Maya.
Yeah, Barry saw everything. Mitch saw jack shit, and Mitch tried to capitalize on that and play every side. He was hitting up Train, he was hitting up X, Asmon, Mizkif, Maya. He had his fingers in everything. Mitch has no concurrent story to work with out of a lot of it. Now, he was there at the house with Mizkif before they went over to Adriana's house. So he at least has a concurrent story at Mizkif's house. But at Maya's, not so fucking much, Mitch.
Gaslighting Adriana the whole time. Basically saying, are you sure this is what Slick did to you? You're pretty drunk. You wouldn't remember it. Are you sure? That doesn't sound something like Slick would do. We know Slick. Shit like that.
So let's
one more thing. And then she was like, if you tweet longer, Crazyslick, this won't be good for your streaming career. You won't be invited.
Okay. I am giving you the best interpretation.
And I'm going to be up front here. So Destiny's going to do his interpretation, and you're going to hear kind of like how I feel about it a little bit more.
Interpretation that you're getting of both sides of this, and if something I says pisses you the fuck off, it's because you're way too emotionally bought into one side. I'm going to tell you that right now, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. On this call, you've got one set of people trying to paint a particular picture, and on the other side of the call, you've got another group of people trying to paint another picture. Just remember that when somebody characterizes somebody else's actions, okay? Just be aware of that. So if somebody is saying that somebody went over to gaslight somebody else, it could be the case that Maya is legitimately trying to manipulate Adriana to make her think that it didn't happen. But it could also be the case that Maya's just trying to figure out, are you sure this happened? Because if we're going to kick Slick out, we really need to make sure that, like, this is the story that happened. I don't want to kick Slick out of the house and then find out later that, like, nothing actually happened, because then everything is fucked. So to some level, you would expect Maya to be doing a lot of investigatory work here, like asking really hard questions. Like, are you sure this happened?
Which is fair. That's a fair assumption to make if the case was that Maya wasn't there to gaslight or anything. Based on Barry's testimonial, really. Is him being like, well, no, she definitely gaslighted her and said it's not good for your streaming career, none of that, all that shit, you know what I mean? So Barry could have interpreted it entirely differently than what he's stating. That is a possibility. There's also the other possibility that Maya did say those things and meant those things and gaslit Adriana. So there's a lot of there's so much going on in that, but Maya's statement kind of doesn't really clear up a lot, but it's at least a statement from her.
This happened? Were you really drunk? Is it possible to remember? Were there witnesses? It's okay for Maya to ask that. It could also be the case, though, that Maya was pushing too hard. I don't know, because I didn't hear that conversation, and neither did anybody else here except for maybe 5 of the people listening right now. But Just as a heads up, just there could always be different ways to interpret events, okay? Barry is impartial. I will say for an...
No, whoever said that in his chat is dumb as fuck. Barry is not impartial. It's definitely from the Ice Poseidon tweet. You could tell that he's not impartial.
Absolute fucking fact that nobody on this call is impartial. And if you think that, you are way naive. Nobody on this call is impartial. Absolutely not. Everybody here...
Maybe Asmon, but Destiny's right. Everyone has something to lose here. OTK can fall apart. Maya's credibility could be forever ruined. Barry's credibility could be forever ruined. Mitch's career could be ruined. There's a lot riding on the situation here, and Trainwrecks, everybody. So everybody has something to fucking lose here. So nobody's impartial. So Destiny's right. Any person that genuinely believes that aspect, you're too emotionally vested into one fucking side.
Has friends, everybody here has enemies, everybody here stands to gain or lose based on what happens. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't be impartial. I'm not accusing like Barry or Mitch or Train or Mizkif or Maya or Asmon or anybody else on this call. I'm not accusing them of being biased, but I'm just saying don't ever fool yourself and think, oh, this person has no reason to lie about anything.
Can you go from this person that cares to this, what is it? You're willing to throw anyone under the bus, and then you give me the excuse that you want to save Crazyslick. Bro,
I did want to save Crazyslick. That was my objective, was to make sure
Mitch told me,
was okay.
And I know Mitch is gonna have a hard time doing this because he's with you right now. Which, if you're
XQC in all of this, credibility probably, but it's XQC. He does shit constantly that you would think would ruin his credibility.
How you are, you know, it's gonna be tough to do this. But like, he told me that you said, you're like, listen, Maya, you need to go there and use who you are on Twitch to get him to write something less.
Yeah, I don't know why X was in
wanted that.
We had no idea what was going to happen.
Mizkif, Maya.
Look, it's hold up. It's basically the same thing that Miz just but check it out. It's the same thing that
Mitch go.
Why are you cutting Mitch off? Yes, Mitch is annoying. Mitch is dumb as shit, but like he's trying to add his input into the situation.
No, it's the same thing that you just said, Matt. Like where you were like, you know, like I knew Maya was like liked or whatever. You said, yeah. I mean, it's literally that you said that exactly. Like
because I knew
nobody looks good in this situation. Not a single fucking person. Trainwrecks doesn't look good by holding on to this situation as long as he has. Neither is X. Neither is Crazyslick. Neither is Mizkif. Neither is Maya. Nobody is in the right other than the potential victim. So, fuck that. Honestly, these streamers, nobody looks good. Not a single fucking person. I give Asmongold a little bit of a fucking breather because he didn't know. And then there's also a clip that I showed on my previous episode when we covered this, that he basically wanted Crazyslick to die or some shit. You know what I mean? So at least Asmon is genuinely pissed the fuck off, while Mizkif kind of dismissed it altogether. And now it's kind of like blown up in his fucking face.
For the fact that Adriana was not going to give me any information because she wasn't talking to Mitch. She didn't want to talk to either of us. And Maya is someone that's actually liked. And Maya also did have...
So we know now that the reason why Train knows what he knows is because it seems like Mitch has passed on the information.
Mitch is a snake!
And now Train and Mizkif are now grilling Mitch to figure out what exactly Mitch said, how he interpreted things, because obviously the characterization that Train has of everything is way different than the characterization that Mizkif is saying.
Incredibly different.
But
about her own sexual assault experience in life. You think someone that has gone through it herself would go over to another victim's house and down talk them from not writing something?
Right.
She just went live and talked about this at her own experience. So you think she went out of her own will to talk to somebody and talk them down from tweeting about something that happened to her? None of this makes sense. And what Mitch told me directly, they were sent to that house by any means possible by you. This story that you just wanted to do it innocent.
I wouldn't say any means possible. Like literally. By any means possible, right? That's kind of pushing it a little bit. I'll be realistic. By any means possible, he basically said, guys, like, we need to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Go over to Adriana's house and figure it out because Slick's freaking out and I just want to protect my friend. I wouldn't say any means possible. Yes. Did they blow up their phones? Yes. Did they do it that way? Did he send Maya? Yes. But Trainwrecks is kind of pushing it a little far on that. Instead of just saying, Miz, you sent your girlfriend to the fucking house. This is all a very emotionally charged phone call. None of it was logical. There's only a handful of fucking moments that could be actually picked apart and go, okay, that's a thing that happened. That's a thing that happened. Sounds like it's being made worse than it is. I don't believe that. I kind of believe it was pretty fucking bad from the beginning. And the situation with Maya even going there in the first place is pretty fucking bad. Like, if your friend or if somebody that you know is being accused of SA and you're going to send over somebody who has a little bit more power in a situation, regardless if it's yourself or your girlfriend, it's not a good fucking look. It's not a good look. It kind of looks like the situation that everyone's running with right now. That's the problem. And that it was kind of shoved under the rug. Then the DMs that Crazyslick was sending out to people saying, well, Adriana almost tried to cancel me. Don't hang out with her. Don't hang out with her. And he kept trying to like blackball her from situations. That is the problem that we're facing here. The situation starting where Maya came in and said, well, do you really want to do that? Do you really want to do that? Do you really want to do this? Like, I understand that Destiny's like, she was asking hard-hitting investigative questions, but at the same time, Maya shouldn't have been there in the first fucking place in any context. Anyone in the group that included Mitch's close friends should not Mitch, Crazyslick's close friends should not have been at the house. Should not have been at the house in the first place. Not a single fucking one of them. They shouldn't have went to the house. They shouldn't have talked to her. None of it. They should have let it play out, got Slick's side of the story, prepared everything, and got ready if it was 100% false or if it was a blow up in a wrong direction. Nobody looks good in this fucking situation other than the victim.
And you just want to get information? That is such bullshit.
Train. You didn't. You're making a narrative. You're twisting it. I said he's my best friend, and I want to make sure that he's okay. I did want to make sure that was the thing. He's my best fucking friend. Did I tell Maya and Slick to?
Okay, so real quick,
I don't know where Destiny's position is in regards to like the major streamers. I know a lot of them. He said in a clip today I was watching that people like reach out to him all the time, like large fucking streamers for advice and shit. Like, I don't know his position. I can't tell if they all fucking hate him. I can't tell them that they all respect him. I can't tell anymore.
I'm calling it as I see it. If Mizkif here is trying to sell the idea that he just wanted to see what really happened, saying that he's prioritizing finding out if Slick is okay is not the way to do it. This is a bad, because now it makes it sound like he's more concerned about what happened to Slick than what happened to Adriana.
Exactly. That's the problem with this phone call. Mizkif kept fucking up. He never really actually addressed any of it. He was like, I was just worried about my friend, worried about my friend. But he never said I was worried about the victim. That is a problem. That's actually a major fucking problem. That your immediate thought isn't towards, oh my God, my friend did something horrible to somebody potentially. What are we going to do about this? Like, or what kind of conversation can I have with Crazyslick right now? Instead, you send someone over to the victim's house. That is the issue that we're facing here, Miz.
Which is not the line of statements he wants to be making. If that is indeed
Maya and them to go there and try to do anything means possible. No.
That's what Mitch told me on the spot there, and that's what happened
Did
when
anybody
they got
else
there.
hear that?
Listen, Mitch, you told me what you told me.
Dude, it was literally me, Slick, Maya, and fucking Matt.
Mitch, listen.
Train, let me tell you something. I was crying when they left, and I know Maya was too, and so was Mitch, because we all knew that Slick might. I personally thought we were going to.
But he did know. He did know. Prior to this call, your timeline's incorrect. This SA event happened almost a year ago. This situation happened almost a year ago. What are you talking about?
Why are you saying this stuff when you sent someone to the house to write the TwitLonger and have them come down? Like, it makes no sense.
I did not send anyone to write the TwitLonger. Adriana's her own human being, and she can completely write what she wants. I did not send anyone to go write
Slick
the
is your best friend, right? It's not Maya's best friend. It's not Mitch's best friend. It's your best friend. So you're telling me Maya and Mitch went out of their own will to go over there, and for your best friend, they decided to have Adriana with threats backpedal on her TwitLonger.
Threats? You also said blackmail, Train. What blackmail?
That's what blackmail is. It won't be good for your career.
What threats?
It won't be good for your career.
You think I said that? I never said that.
You don't need to say it. You sent people there to say it for you.
I never said anyone to go over there and say.
Then why are Maya and Mitch doing that for your best friend? Does that make any sense to anybody or you?
They're best friends with him too. Don't act like
they're
Maya's
best friends
Slick
with him.
friends.
Oh yeah,
Slick,
Maya.
Mitch,
Okay.
are you guys not very close to Slick? Slick's
I
our
mean,
best.
I'm friends with Slick, yeah, for sure.
He said best.
Bro, Mitch, you're so fucking stupid, bro. It's so aggravating. He's an absolute fucking idiot. Hey, Mitch, you're a good friend. You can attest to being best friends with Slick, Crazy Slick, right? Same as Maya. Mitch immediately responds with, "Oh, we're friends." Oh my fucking god. Even Destiny fucking laughs at that comment. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, he just said he's not best friends with him.
No, Train, we care
He just said
Slick.
it.
Maya cares a lot about Slick. Maya lived with me and Slick. How would you know my situation with me and Slick? Me and Maya and Slick were very, very close.
Here's all I know. Here's all.
You need to get off Slick and talk about the situation. Fucking Miz. You need to talk about the situation, not just keep repeating the points of, oh, it's my friend, it's my friend, it's my friend. It doesn't make you look fucking good.
I see you doing what you did to Adriana right now to Mitch. I see you doing it to me in the DM.
I didn't do anything.
Mitch is scared to talk. I hear it. I hear it in Mitch's voice. He barely even. He just muttered.
I'm scared to talk because
Mitch is so fucking stupid.
Scared to talk because I feel like I'm put in the middle of a situation. You know what I'm saying?
Train,
And like,
I don't think you know the situation.
maybe
I feel like I'm in the middle of a situation. Mitch, weren't you the one that like told everybody? What's up, Jaden? How you doing? But like, Mitch, weren't you the fucking asshole that said something to Trainwrecks in the first place? And you say, but I feel like I'm in the middle of something. No shit, Mitch. You were the one that put yourself in the middle of this, you dumb bastard.
Straight up.
Sorry, just to be clear, Mitch put himself in this situation. He didn't get put here. Mitch was the one that communicated this, so I don't know why he's saying, I don't want to be in the middle of the situation. Motherfucker, you walked into it, screaming on both sides, like...
Maybe I should ask, since I'm not quite as biased. And,
Good.
Yeah, sure.
I don't really know exactly what's going on. So...
This thank God Asmongold is the fucking adult in this situation. If it was anyone else, it would be a fucking nightmare.
Mitch, like, from your perspective, like, what happened that day?
I told everything that we've said in this call adds up completely. Like, we were.
Yep.
Yeah, we were in Slick's room.
Sorry. I apologize. Jalen.
When we were about to go to Adriana Lee's house or whatever, Barry wasn't there yet. It was me.
I saw the
Matt,
name and it popped up.
Slick
My
and
bad.
Maya. And then, Miz was saying exactly what we just said in the call. He was like, you were even telling me I shouldn't go. You should just send Maya because she's a girl and she'll relate and shit. And then, like, me going there, well, yeah, and, like, that was pretty much...
So Mitch just confirms that Mizkif did send Maya over there because she is a girl and she will relate. So, like, I just don't... The thing is that Mitch is so stupid, but Mitch is the only point of contact that we have involving the situation at Mizkif's house.
Much it. Like, yes, Miz definitely knew, like, the situation and how to play it to benefit his friend and wanted that to happen. That is what...
Of course, he's my best friend. Of course.
So Mizkif just admits that he definitely sent people over there to make his best friend look better. That's fucking great. That's fucking great. Fucking genius. Oh my god. This is ridiculous.
Of course, I want to make sure
You
that we
just
can have the best
admitted
way
what
possible.
Okay,
We
all
can
right,
make-
all right.
We can have the best way possible to make sure that Slick
Do you
is
know
okay
what-
and everything
do you know
goes
what-
away.
So
I was
even-
ready to lose
Why?
Slick, though. Just to think
Well,
that...
hold on. He goes from... This is the part that I have an issue with. He goes from, I really wanted to make sure Slick was okay. But then the statement before that was, I did send Maya over there to basically... Let me get the exact verbiage here, because it's going to fuck me up if I don't.
Like, the situation and how to play it to benefit his friend and wanted that to happen. That is what...
Of course,
yes.
he's my best friend.
How to play the situation and make it look best for his best friend. And then Mizkif agrees immediately. So that, to me, is an admission of guilt. That he sent someone over there to make Slick look good. That's the crux of the situation here, everybody. That's the crux. Now, I don't want to go through the full 2-hour thing. I don't. I wanted to get that point across and how fucking chaotic this phone call was. There is 3 whole hours of more context. Actually, no, there's about 4 more hours of full context, more in depth. But the most important thing to focus on is the fact that Miz goes, yes, I wanted my best friend to look good. That's why we sent Maya. You shouldn't have done that in the fucking first place. In any context, Miz. That's why people are mad at you. That's why people are pissed the fuck off at you, is that you sent someone over there knowing the situation. That's why they're mad. So, let's move on to the next clip. I recommend everyone watch that. If you want a full, comprehensive, non-biased approach to the situation, I'm trying to be as non-biased as I can be right now. Destiny does it way fucking better than I do. So I highly recommend everyone check out those calls. They will be linked into the description below once this VOD is over. Now, let's move on to resident douchebag number 1 of Twitch, Mitch Jones, the man who couldn't get his story straight, who kept fucking up in the live call every time he was asked a question, but gave us one good piece of info, and it's the info we just listened to. I want you guys to kind of like understand the kind of stupidity that we're dealing with here. So, let's pull that up real quick. Hey, yo, where is this? Yo, oh my God, 4 days ago. Holy shit, they just kept. Holy fuck, so many clips of him fucking up the live stream. Do you see these many clips, people? Look at this. The man doesn't know how to go live again. And this is the guy that we're using as the information at the current moment because he's the only one with a credible source based in Mizkif's house. This is fucking ridiculous. Anyways, Mitch gets a question from his chat because he can't answer anything. And he has a friend of his who, I don't know who the guy is. I don't think it ever came out who the guy is. Asking Mitch questions because Mitch isn't a grown adult that can answer questions or at least make a statement on his own. So he has to have one of his fucking friends come into it. Let's go over that clip, shall we?
1.5 IQ, bro.
Yeah.
But,
all right.
I mean, dude, like, someone asked a question in the chat, and I think, like, if you want to get your truth out, and I can't fucking lead you, bro.
Okay,
so
you just need to tell me, ask me the question, and I will answer it.
Okay, give the chat a yes or no a yes or no answer. Did Miz explicitly give direction to you and Maya and fucking whoever the fuck else was in that room to go to Adriana's house and to quote unquote downplay the situation or find a way to save Slick's ass? Yes or no?
The answer to that is yes.
That's not good, especially when he is the only member of the house at the time that has a consistent story, at least from the house perspective. Anything involving Adriana at Adriana's house, I can't fucking listen to this dumbass about. So, Mitch just admits on a live stream to a friend of his that, yes, Mizkif did send people over there to downplay the situation. Instead, Mitch goes on for another 2 fucking hours and just starts talking shit. Nobody looks good. Mitch is a dumbass. So, after Mitch goes live, there's actually a clip. I can't find it because it's going to take me forever to go through the Destiny streams, where Mitch actually calls into Destiny on the live stream. Destiny goes, I want to finish the calls, and then I'll have people on. And then Mitch goes, whatever, fine. And he fucking dips out of the call like a fucking child. And we're like, dude, like I was watching it with like Xylie, Doc, and Tipster. We were all watching it in Discord together. And all of us, you could ask every one of us, we were like, what the fuck? Why did he call in? Like, what the fuck? Why did he get mad at that? Like, we were pissed. We were like, what the fuck? So Mitch is a problematic child, but he has the most concrete statement when it comes to the situation in Mizkif's house. Now, what happens next? This right here is Mizkif's statement. Now, Mizkif's statement is rooted in the situation involving his leaving of OTK as one of the main members of OTK at the current moment, putting on administrative leave like a fucking cop that shot someone. Let me read it out to you guys if you can't read it. I don't know how to zoom in on Opera because I am stupid. I am very stupid. This is fucking stupid. It doesn't matter. I'll read it. Hey guys, to update everyone, we found Crazyslick. Now, context for that is that Crazyslick was not able to be found during the time frame that the call was being leaked, that the situation with Adriana was going on. None of it. They could not find Slick. So they found him. He has not harmed himself, so he's safe. After hearing from Adriana and the numerous other women, because there's a bunch of other women that have come out against Crazyslick, so it's not just like the one situation. Thank you, Gara. It's not just like the one situation involving Adriana is a one-time occurrence. This is an occurrence that has happened multiple times to multiple different women, apparently. So, we continue on. In terms of his living situation, Slick has been told to vacate our house as soon as possible. I appreciate and support those who were brave enough to come forward with their stories about his behavior. Too bad you downplayed the first one. A little while after Slick's misconduct came to light last year, I made some inexcusable statements on an alt stream, which was the one where he was downplaying and saying it wasn't that big of a fucking deal. So Mizkif doesn't look that good in that either. After some chat messages got to me. To Adriana and all those affected by sexual harassment, I'm sorry for those statements. Sexual harassment, regardless of a degree, can never be considered small. And while my intention was to clarify a misleading chat message, I chose my words poorly and my response came off as downplaying what should have never been downplayed. Additionally, a series of private messages from 2018 have been posted where I said some reprehensible things. I'm going to be upfront. I don't really give a shit about the DMs of Mizkif saying shit. I don't care. I really don't. Like, I understand that there's the hypocrisy angle where he's like the moral arbiter of Twitch. I really don't fucking care. Like, I don't. Like, it's not conducive to the situation. It just makes Mizkif look even fucking worse. So I really don't give a fuck about the DMs that were leaked by Ice Poseidon on that. What I care about is the other thing that Ice Poseidon leaked. So, let's take a look here. I've been open about my past many times on stream and we'll address it again here. I was a dumb, edgy guy who said a lot of stupid things to my friends to try and come off as funny and cool. Cringe. I can't change what I've said, but I can change who I am and how I conduct myself. I'm proud of how much I've grown these past 4 years, but I know there's always room to improve. Dude, you should have grown faster. I'm sorry to everyone affected by this situation. I made a bad judgment calls based on what I was led to believe, and I deeply regret it. The thing is, Miz, and this is the important part right here, boys and girls, this statement right here, based on what I was led to believe. You made an assumption, Miz. You listened, Slick. Then you had Maya go over there and talk to the victim. Then the information after that situation came about where you sent them over, that information got back to you. So you were under the impression, based on Maya's testimony and Maya's influence there and Barry's, that it's no big deal. It's not a big deal situation. That's the important part. That's the most hypocritical part, because this statement is contradictory immediately to the phone call. I also want to apologize to OTK, our staff, and our partners. Yeah, PR talk. During this time, I'll be taking a leave of absence and stepping away from organizational duties. Leave of absence with pay, which I would assume. Leave of absence with pay. That's cringe. So, let's continue on. Mizkif then responds again. I want to make it clear. The harassment is about the Discord logs and comments Slick made towards every girl who came forward. Slick sexually assaulted Adriana, and there's no excuse for it. Her story deserves to be told, and I'm glad she was able to share it fully. Too bad when the original statement was going to come out, you guys downplayed it. You downplayed it. You did, Miz. You guys really did. Whether you thought of that consciously or subconsciously, you still devalued the situation and devalued her experience and, in a sense, covered up her experience. So after this whole shitstorm comes out, right, Maya puts out a statement. Now, I'm getting real fucking tired of seeing people's TwitLongers that say my final statement. I am so fucking sick and tired of every drama when it comes to a TwitLonger, somebody putting it as my final statement. Like, come up with something more original. I'm going out with a bang is a good one. I don't know. Just shake it up for me a little bit. I'm tired of reading that part. I'm so sick of it. So, let's continue on. So, this is Maya's rebuttal to the phone call. This is the rebuttal from the phone call, but I'm going to show you guys something if I can find it because I just remembered about it. I'm going to show you guys something about this. I'd first like to respond to the recorded call from last week that was aired on stream, 9/22 of 2022. I was not offered the opportunity to represent myself on that call. True, you didn't, but you could have called in the Destiny. I'm pretty sure she did later on. I'm not 100%. It's so fucking long. And thus, what I said and my intentions on that day in question, 7/6 of 2021, were misrepresented. I have already spoken my truth on my stream. Tony, if you can find that clip of Maya talking about Crazyslick for me and DM it to me, that would be great. I don't want to engage in nuke wars. Come on, Maya. I do not want to play games. I will only speak to my own intentions and actions that day. I did not go to the house that day with the intention of manipulating Adriana's story. I did not cover up SA. This would not be possible as even Adriana did not consider the incident to be SA until this past Monday. As she said on her stream, which is true, Adriana did say that, but the thing is, again, she was drunk. She was downplayed in the beginning, and naturally she's immediately going to assume, might have not, it was creepy, I don't like it, but it was sexual assault. And sometimes victims take a while to truly come to grips with the situation. Maya, sometimes that happens. It doesn't happen instantaneously, especially to somebody that you would consider a friend and potential coworker. It takes time to process it. Especially when the girl was passed out drunk and had to get it third party from her friends who were playing fucking defensive line not to let the guy in the room. Motherfucker. Yeah, all I did was check her pulse. Yeah, okay, man. Who checks your pulse on your chest? Let's take a look here. I was only able to operate off the information that was given to me by Adriana and the eyewitness at the time. That information that was there was no R or SA, but that Crazyslick made Adriana uncomfortable. I supported Adriana in sharing this. I did not ask her about her experience. I did go there with the intentions of understanding the truth of the incident that occurred at the party on January of 2020. At the time, I thought this was the right thing to do. I fully understand that it was wrong. Glad you fucking figured that part out, Maya. You shouldn't have went in the fucking first place. You made it worse. Fully understand I was wrong given my position to insert myself in that situation. Good friends with Crazyslick, boyfriend of Mizkif, who's best friends with Crazyslick, larger streamer, involved in the OTK house. Yeah, sure, not really that good of a fucking look. You should have thought of the optics, not even optics. You should have just thought about how Adriana would respond to that, or like the people around her would respond to that. You know? I fully understand the harm it might have caused. It was irresponsible for me to not remove myself from the situation. I take full accountability for making this mistake. At least she takes accountability for that aspect. Again, it doesn't take away the situation. I'm deeply disappointed in my judgment and choices, and I'm deeply sorry to Adriana for my involvement. To be honest, I don't like how she doesn't add the fact that Ms. definitely ask them to do that. I never intended for my status to influence Adriana. I would never knowingly protect a predator. I would never threaten or discourage a victim from speaking out of their experiences. I absolutely condemn the actions of Crazyslick. I have privately apologized to Adriana and will publicly apologize again. I'm truly sorry, for Adriana's experience with Crazyslick and for the experiences of the other women who have shared their stories. It really took all the other women for them to really realize how bad this was. I'm sorry, and I feel horrible for being part of the reason that Adriana has experienced everything that she has this past year. I'm sorry that this has become nauseating. He said, she said battle. So this is just her basically stating Barry insinuating that I had any sort of interaction in the situation. Not really what's happening there, right? Yeah. Hold on. All right, so let's take a look here. So the situation, though, and this is something that, Tony, I can't show the DMs on that. Is there some way to download it?
Can you try to set...
Wait, Tony. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up this way.
Can you try to set Slick up with Tatiana?
All right, so now I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. If I can get this fucking clip to work.
Can you try to set Slick up?
It's aggravating the fuck out of me right now. There we go. Okay. So, now that I got that pulled up. Now that you saw Maya's response to the situation, right? This clip doesn't really look that good. It doesn't really look that good. So, this is Adriana hyping up Slick to another girl. I'm going to let you guys listen, and then you have to determine for yourselves if Maya's statement matches the situation happening now.
With Tatiana. Because Slick wants a blonde girl, right? Whatever. Slick asked her if she was dominant or submissive. And she called me. And she was like, Maya, I don't know how to... And she was like, I don't know if this is hot or creepy as hell. Oh my god. And he continued to say weird things to her. Just like a fucking weirdo. And then later, also, Slick is constantly asking me for permission to mount my friend. Which is, like, not okay.
You can do what you will with that clip, boys and girls. You can do what you want with that clip. Yeah, you guys can do what you will. You guys can do what you will. I'll be honest, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I know that's an old clip from the past. She's laughing. That's an old clip from the past. Thing is, though, is that the situation with Adriana is the one that pushed them to distance themselves from Slick. But that situation happened earlier on, where Slick was being a weirdo. Is it supposed to be serious? That's the thing. It could be them joking around. But the thing is that a lot of the girls that have came forward said that they were getting creeped on by Slick, and weird shit kept happening to them by Slick. There's a bunch of other shit that came out during that time frame. So, that clip, realistically, based on the situation, how long Slick has been doing this shit, isn't good. And Maya knew that Slick was being creepy. Even though she thought it was a joke, it's still not good. It's still not good. Let's take a look here. All right, fuck you, Sakurai. Saw that. Fuck you. But it's not good. It's her laughing. It's her laughing. It's not good. It's her laughing. It's not good. So, let's move on to, where is it? Right here. So, after all of this comes out, OTK puts out a statement. The organization run by Mizkif to the OTK community. When OTK was formed nearly 2 years ago, we strived to create a gaming organization that embodied our values as creators, gamers, and individuals. Gamers rise up. We are the most disenfranchised community. Gamers rise up. And individuals. Yesterday evening, a series of clips and content surfaced relating to one of our founders due to the seriousness of what was brought forward. We have begun the process of contracting a third-party legal organization to investigate the issue in detail. In the meantime, Mizkif has been placed on leave and will be stepping away from his organizational duties pending the results of the investigation. OTK strongly condemns SH, assault, and bigotry in all forms. We appreciate your support and patience during this time and will provide updates as we receive them. Guys, the thing is that OTK itself, one of their owners, is in hot water here, which means that the third party is contracted by the members that are left over after Mizkif left. They don't name who the third party is. They don't name that any of that information will become public. They don't say any of that stuff. They just say, oh shit, we have to do a third-party investigation now. Who's the third party? Who are the people collecting this information? How can they be trusted to do the right things here? That's the problem with these third-party investigations. There's no information that goes public about it until way the fuck down the line when nobody's paying attention anymore. It's going to get dropped out of nowhere, and everyone's going to have to scramble to pick it up. So I just cannot believe Twitch houses do need to be honest, if you're in a streamer house, Twitch houses need HR. They needed HR. Very true, Ivana. Very true. So OTK puts that out, right? Now, I'm not one for dunking on people very often in this sense. I'm not really a big fan of Ice Poseidon either. I kind of think he's a fucking scumbag for scamming all of his fans. You know, you can watch the CoffeeZilla video on that to understand why I don't like the motherfucker. But Ice Poseidon dropped some shit about Maya and Miz that was not really known about at the time. And something that really kind of kills the credibility of Mizkif even further.
Okay, so him and Maya's...
Now, context to this, Barry is in a call with Ice, from what I understand. Ice recorded this call and posted this to Twitter.
Real breakup reason was while he was with her, he didn't love her or anything. He was just keeping her around for content, and every girl he flew into that house, he was just fucking them while he was still with Maya. Every single, like,
Not really a good look, dude. Not really a good look. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. Realistically, that's just ridiculous. I don't like Ice. I'm not taking Ice's side on anything he's done, but that to me is not a good fucking clip. That's not a good clip in any context. So, at the end of the day, Mizkif has been removed from OTK. The situation involving the OTK house has become destroyed, in shambles, realistically. Major streamers, much like Pokimaine, Hassan, the rest of them, have kind of put their hands up and moved away from the situation a little bit more. That's all. Show his face, and we all. It sounds what? Whatever. So the thing is, though, do I really want to get into that section? Because I didn't pull any of that up yet. I kind of fucked up on that one. I didn't know if I wanted to go into the H3 shit that was pulled with Alinity. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Fuck it. I'm going to get on the H3 subreddit already. Might as well just do it this way. Oh, I thought Ethan Klein blocked me for a second. Am I going to say anything about Minx? No. You came here to derail the live stream? Well, I'm about to get in... Listen. It was fun. It was fun, Xylie. I kind of want to go over something. I'm going to briefly touch on it because I'm starting to develop an issue with how many times this man's fucked up. I'm developing a genuine issue for this. How many times he's fucked up. So just to give context, Hassan and Ethan did a Leftovers together where they talked about the situation involving Mizkif and the rest. And they basically took the entire stream to shit on Trainwrecks, right? Now, the shit on by Trainwrecks, they brought up an old situation involving a streamer known as Alinity, the woman that famously said, "Can we copyright PewDiePie?" There's also the situation involving her throwing her cat. Alinity was known as a very controversial creator. On top of that, she may or may not have tricked somebody to move to Canada to marry them and then divorce them later. There's a lot about Alinity that I can say. But there was a situation where her and Trainwrecks were in the DMs together. He said some off-color shit. He said, "I'm going to R-word you." They were going back and forth together, and then it somehow turned into a completely different situation where it was harassment and people were saying that Trainwrecks was a douchebag and all these crazy things, right? Which you really shouldn't write to a girl. "I'm going to R-word you," even in a joke. Like, it's just not, it's not cool. That's just me, though. I'm not fucking DMing people and being like, "Let me R-word you." Yeah, no. So I'm not a big fan of that. So Hassan and Ethan take their time painting Trainwrecks as a douchebag this entire episode. Now, the situation being, though, and I'll even bring up Alinity's tweet right here. I'm going to bring up the tweet by Alinity. I can't show that. Alinity just wants to... Okay, too many ass pictures. She just wants to be left alone. Realistically, she wants to be left alone. She was dragged into the situation on Leftovers by Hassan and Ethan. This tweet... Let's see what time this tweet came out. 11:01. And then this situation. Right? That time and that time. Two totally different times, right? So Alinity says she wants to be left alone. She's tired of being a controversial figure. She's tired of people bringing up her past. All that shit, right? And especially the situation with Trainwrecks. What does H3 do? Use it as a dunk to try and go after Trainwrecks. A situation that she wants to be removed from. Now, a lot of his fan base turned on Ethan immediately, which is usually what his fan base does if he says anything off color. And he lets his fan base control his show, which, come on, man. You have members only chat. You're fucking up. You're not allowing dissenting opinions in, Ethan. This is the problem I have with you. You act like a moral arbiter, but you're honestly not doing anything about that aspect. That's the problem I have with you, Ethan. You pretend that there's this whole thing going on. So I'm genuinely annoyed. I'm genuinely annoyed at this. So let's take a look. Regarding the discussion involving Alinity today on the show, I understand that a lot of people are angry with me for talking about Alinity on today's show, his 30th apology in a single year. I would like to clarify that I spoke with Alinity at great lengths yesterday before the show. She gave me permission to do the segment and wanted me to be careful so she doesn't draw the wrath of the internet like last time. I fully support and believe Alinity. The way she was dismissed and dogpiled on last time disgusted me, and I support her 100%. Guys, I'm not going to bring up the clip, but if you look back on the H3 podcast where he calls Alinity a titty streamer, a controversial streamer, a woman that throws cats, all this crazy shit, right? He was dunking on her like everyone else. So good job, H3. You got yourself in another hypocritical fucking situation here. On top of that, I don't remember the exact tweet, but I quote tweeted it. And it was involving the situation where people were saying you never actually spoke to Alinity. He said something different before tweeting this out. And I'm pretty sure he said, we were kind of talking about it, but we went with it anyways. But this tweet, I also got a permission to post this as well. So he's stating he got permission. Look at that timestamp for the apology. Look at the timestamp for the tweet that was put out during the H3 Leftovers episode. Not really good. So, Ethan Klein, Hassan, Pokimaine, XQC, Trainwreckstv, everybody in this entire situation has fucked up to the point where it is so muddled, it's so incohesive, that only people that have been following it from the absolute iota of the start can keep up with anything. It's literally a fucking nightmare. So this is where I want to leave off. And these are my final thoughts in regards to the Twitch meta at the current moment. Twitch, you need to not do this. This is the worst decision that you can make for your large streamers, is removing the 70-30 aspect, or even promising it and then removing it anyways and going 50-50. You are going to fuck over so many fucking streamers. You're going to fuck over your entire platform. You're actually going to destroy the platform that you built. All these big streamers that you let continuously grow and not promote smaller streamers, they're going to leave in droves. Look at Lily Pichu. Look at Ludwig. Look at fucking Gideon. Look at iShowSpeed. Look at every major large streamer that has moved from Twitch to YouTube. Their viewership is 3 times more than what they used to have. They have way more of a supportive audience. They don't have to worry about bullshit involving TOS. They can actually talk. And they make probably more money on YouTube than they do on Twitch now. Twitch. And now Germa. I forgot Germa too. A lot, and Ninja's not even re-signing as a partner on Twitch. You have Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Tapman. There's so many streamers that are so well known in the community on Twitch that are leaving in droves. Twitch, reinstate the 70-30. Mizkif, you owned up to your bullshit, but to be honest, you fucked up so bad, I don't think you can come back at this point. Maya, you knowingly let Slick be weird, laughing about it at one point, not taking it seriously, because I understand he's your friend and you thought it was a joke, but maybe that was genuine concern. On top of that, you went with a power dynamic in there, unknowingly or knowingly to do that. Trainwreckstv took an opportunity to take a shot at Mizkif by leaking that aspect, but thank God that I hate to say it, thank you that you did, even though you did it in the shittiest way possible. XQC being a fucking clout goblin and titling his Twitch stream Dramageddon douchebag. Then you have Mitch Jones, the dumbass of the situation. Then you have Ice Poseidon leaking shit about Mizkif with Barry. Like, this whole situation is a shit show, start to finish. I hope I made it a little bit more comprehensive for you guys. I hope I will not talk about this again until maybe the third party shit comes out. I don't care. Twitch has officially pissed me off to the point where I'm actually leaving the platform and I'm going to be using my other channel, my main channel, the Narcax channel, for live streams that are low key, like game streams, bit of a podcast situation, viewers calling in and creators calling in. Like, I'm going to use it for that more because fuck Twitch. I'm over it. Fuck that website. Reinstate Gideon, Twitch. You're going to let Slicker and Crazyslick continue to have platforms, but you're not going to reinstate Gideon for fucking L+ ratio? Fuck you, Twitch. YouTube boss, YouTube meta, YouTube great. That's it. That's all I fucking got on this bullshit. Oh, I've been waiting a whole fucking week for that. Oh, I'm waiting a whole fucking week. A whole fucking week. A whole week. A whole fucking week. Ugh. All right. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. I genuinely appreciate it. I do want to take a few moments with you guys to answer any questions that you have about, you know, the future of the channel and everything, now that I'm going to be temporarily doing what I'm doing at the Keemstar show and you know, removing myself from Twitch. I know you guys probably have some questions. I might as well answer them live and get those going for you so we can just clear the air on a lot of things, okay? I don't want anyone to think, I'm going to start off by stating, I don't want anyone to think that the Keemstar show is going to negatively impact the channel. I think it's actually going to be very interesting. It's good experience for myself to learn from Keemstar and to work with Salvo. If you guys think it's going to affect the channel, I genuinely don't think that's going to be the case. Most likely on Sundays and Saturdays and Tuesdays, I potentially won't be streaming on those days because I have to go over to the location to actually record things and get everything set up and help them out. So temporary because I'm basically like, listen, Keem doesn't know me. He doesn't know anything about me. Realistically, it's more on the lines of like, I'm earning my stripes. And I said totally fine. That's it. Like, I agreed to the temp position. I said nothing more about it. I just want to work with people that I find interesting. And I think working with Keemstar is going to be a very interesting moment. And helping out with the Keemstar show is going to be really cool. I'm very excited. I think Keem's show is going to be a fucking hit. As much as people hate Keemstar, I think he's going to do great. I think him and Salvo are going to make a great fucking show like they already have with the first 2 episodes so far. So I'll answer that. So it's not going to affect the streams outside of maybe 2 days out of the week. I also want to give you guys an update. Again, I am not going to be on Twitch unless I get banned on YouTube. Twitch is going to kind of like sit there. So I may or may not use it at one point. Again, I don't know. I just don't want to use the fucking website. It's dog shit. Fuck Twitch. So again, like Hannah put in the chat here, if you guys want to subscribe to the Narcax channel, that's my main channel with my co-host, the Cax. We do podcasts there, skits, gameplay vids, all that stuff. We're going to switch to a live stream transition on that channel where we're going to have, hopefully creators on. Hopefully we'll be able to play games like we do on Twitch, talk shit like we do all the other times. It's going to be a mixture of me and him doing individual streams and then some streams together. So it'll be constant flow of content of 2 different people. But this channel, the Chris Narc channel, will remain where it is. So I appreciate the people that have already subbed over to Narcax and watched that cringe content. I appreciate it. But that is going to be what we're doing moving forward for live streaming that isn't drama related or situational related. That is going to be the hub for everything that's a little bit more fun. The hub that's going to be more like gameplay aspects, talking shit to other creators like we do. And that's what we're going to do because Twitch is dog shit. So again, I want to say thank you to everybody. I want to say thank you to Keemstar for the opportunity. I want to say thank you to Salvo for actually putting my word in. Salvo, you owe me $200 fucking dollars, you douchebag. No, I'm kidding. I genuinely appreciate everybody. I will consider doing the animal attack videos again. I know a lot of people like those. I might, depending on how I'm feeling. We might do them live, honestly, because I think that would be more fun. So, I think it's going to be great. Also, I'm going to give you guys an exclusive on Salvo. He almost got our asses kicked in Buffalo. I'm not going to go in more in depth. But thank you, again, to everyone that supports this channel, that everyone's going to support the other channel. Thank you for the $2 super chat for the maid costume. No, it will never happen, so shut up. But thank you to all the super chats, the memberships. It was a great comeback to stream. I can't thank this chat enough. You guys are some of the best chatters. I'm genuinely appreciative to the community. Thank you guys so much for coming out today after a couple of days of no streaming. I know I'm a little bit more consistent, but things are going to shift. And I hope you guys continue to stick around. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.